Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an Ikea. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Watch the video until the very end to see where we place Ikea in the city. This is the amount of space required to make the Ikea. And here are the initial materials that we will use to begin building. Later on, we will be progressing into this chest right here. But for now, begin by placing 6 blue concrete extending up from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then extend to the right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend all the way down to the ground. Once you hit the ground, we now want to dig to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Replace those blocks with sea lanterns, and then on the opposite side of this, place a blue concrete. Dig 3 more rows to the right in the ground. 1, 2, 3. And replace those blocks with sea lanterns. And on the end, place a blue concrete. We now want to extend this blue concrete upwards by 2. 1, 2. Which we then want to extend all the way over to the left and back on ourselves. We then want to extend this blue concrete upwards as well. We then want to come all the way back up to this row that we extended upwards and extend this block upwards by a further 2. 1, 2. Which we then want to extend all the way over to the left and join back to the main building, and then extend this blue concrete upwards once again as well. The end result will look like this. These empty spaces here on the right can be filled in using black stained glass, either the block or pane. Left of this blue concrete right here, we want to dig 3 rows in the ground. 1, 2, 3, and replace these using quartz bricks. Place a blue concrete to the left of this, extend upwards by 2, 1, 2, and then extend all the way to the right, just like this. This is the entrance to the store, and we want to place a row of black glass block here on the left, a row of glass pane inside of it extending to the right, and then this is how we will actually get in and out of the store. We then want to fill the remaining part of the building here on the left in using blue concrete. Like so. Next, we want to place a yellow concrete in this position and then extend it to the left by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend the row forwards. Then take the front left-hand corner of the shape and connect it down to the ground. We will end up with this. Next, we want to extend the entire right wall of the build backwards by 14 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we want to come to the opposite side and do the same. However, this side is slightly larger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Before we fill in the back of the saw, we are going to come all the way to the front and extend this blue concrete block all the way backwards, connect it to the wall that we have just created on the right, and then join the corner down to the ground. This effectively splits Ikea in half. We also want to extend this blue concrete to the right as well, and this helps us to visualize the back a bit better. Starting on the left, we want to begin by digging 3 rows in the ground right of this blue concrete. 1, 2, 3. Replace those with sea lanterns. Place a blue concrete on the end and then dig 1, 2, 3. Replace those with sea lanterns. Moving through this blue concrete, 1, 2, 3. Replace those with sea lanterns, and then place a blue concrete on the end. We want to extend every single blue concrete upwards to meet the roof area. On top of the sea lanterns, we want to stack 2 rows of glass, then a row of blue concrete, and then another row of glass, and then take the remaining area on the back of the build and fill it in using blue concrete. Next, we want to dig out the entire inside of the Ikea store and replace the grass with 2 different materials. First of all, we want to place a row of quartz bricks that extends all the way across the front of the build, all the way along the right side of the build, extending towards the back, and then across the back of the build as well. Next, come towards the front of the build, and extending from the quartz brick that is connected to the blue concrete in between the windows, we want to place 5 blue concrete extending back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a quartz brick, and then 5 more concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to come to the next split, which is in between the window and the door, and we want to do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, quartz brick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to do this another time by coming to the opposite side of the door and placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, quartz brick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to extend the quartz bricks and join them together and to the outer part of the store. We then want to place, as we look at the blue concrete from the front of the build towards the back of the store, 2 rows of oak planks against the blue concrete. The positioning for this is important. We also want to place this against the wall on the left side of the store. Then, we want to fill the remaining gaps in using quartz bricks. We then want to take all of the rows of blue concrete and extend them up by 2 rows. 1, 2. The end result will look like this. Next, the roof. First of all, we want to add another row of blue concrete underneath the long row of blue concrete that splits the store in half. We then want to add a horizontal row of blue concrete that also splits the store in half. One row of this will be lower than the other. They want to follow the shape of the building. As you can see, the blue concrete sits above where we have the central row of quartz bricks that divides the store in two. Lastly, we want to add vertical rows of blue concrete that sit above the individual blue concrete that we have for the displays. So we are essentially turning the roof into a kind of like a waffle shape. And now that we have perfectly divided sections, we are simply going to fill the roof itself in using black glass. Next, we are going to remove the area inside of the grid at the front of the store and replace it using smooth stone. This will create a pavement/sidewalk. We also have to make a sign, so throw down a loom, open it up, place a blue banner in there with some yellow dye. We are going to write out Ikea in letters. The first banner is made just using the pale pattern. Grab that, put that in the inventory. Add another blue banner in there with the yellow dye, and then we have to make K. This is the pale Dexter pattern, followed by the bend, and then the bend sinister. Next is E, so fresh banner, pale Dexter, sheaf, fess, base. Lastly, A, fresh banner, pale Dexter, pale sinister, sheaf, fess, Ikea. We then want to take our banners and begin by placing the I here, next to it the K, E, A. And before you know it, we have Ikea. With the entire outside building complete, we can now head inside of Ikea and we can begin the interior. I'm going to start all the way in the front right hand corner. First of all, beds. I'm going to place a line bed right here at the edge of the display. Leave a gap of 1, place 2 yellow wool, with a white carpet on top of the first. Leaving a gap of 1, we want to place 2 red beds on top of each other, and then a set of ladders to the left to make a bunk bed. We now want to make a couple of chairs on the next display. Place a warped stair here, with warped signs either side of the stair. We then want to leave a gap of 1, dig 3 blocks in the ground, 1 row further down, place sea lanterns, and then we want to place banners on the left and right side extending inwards at a diagonal angle, and a regular faced banner on the centre. We then want to place sideways smooth quartz stairs on the left and right side with a regular placed stair in the centre. We are now going to place a 1x1 painting above the settee. Perfect. Moving around to the next set of displays, we are going to begin by placing 2 dark oak planks here and here. Then spruce buttons in front of these. 2 bookshelves, 1, 2, stacked on top of the left side. An item frame on top of the right. We then want to place a dark oak trapdoor suspended above the item frame with a flower pot, blue orchid. On top of the bookshelf and also where we place the plant, we want to place dark oak trapdoors. We then want to place dark oak trapdoors in such a way that we cover the left side of this unit, and this is going to be ever so slightly tricky. We also want to do the same thing with the right. Hopefully these are placed in the right way. We will repair that later. Left of this, we want to stack 1, 2, 3 spruce trapdoors on top of each other, and then leaving a gap of 1, we want to do the same on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3. We then want to flip up the spruce trapdoors, place a spruce trapdoor here, here, and here, just like this. We will then be able to place an item frame here, and we can stack the item frames with whatever we like. So maybe an iron sword and a bow. For the next display, we want to place a birch plank here, and left of it an upside down birch stairs, an oak button in front of the plank block with a birch fence here, birch pressure plate on top of it, an item frame on the desk in front, and to the right a flower pot with an orchid or a flower of your choice in there. We also want to place a barrier block here. To give yourself a barrier, you simply have to type /give your name, and then if we just autofill Minecraft :barrier, and there you go. The reason for the barrier is so that we can suspend a mirror. So throw down a loom, open it up, light blue banner in there, white dye. We want to apply the bend pattern. Throw light grey dye in there and apply the grey base gradient pattern. Grab that, put that in there with some brown dye and apply the bordure pattern. And we are then going to stick the banner here against the barrier, and it just looks like a standing mirror. Perfect. Leave a gap of 1 left of this and place a white bed, and surround the bed, where possible, with birch signs. We then want to place a painting above this. My personal favourite is the blue painting. That's the one. Moving around to the next set of displays, we now want to make a bird cage. So place a sandstone wall here, with a birch fence on top of it, and then another birch slab on top of that. Then place an oak trapdoor right of this, chain underneath. We then have to place a dark oak trapdoor here, which will allow us to place a scaffolding on top. Next to this, leaving a gap of 1, we want to place 2 sand and surround the sand with flipped up spruce trapdoors. We then want to place barrier blocks around the sand, preferably as few of these as possible. The only downside to this is that this will prevent us from actually walking in between here, so you don't necessarily have to do this if you don't want to. We then want to place water on the sand now that we have the barrier blocks, scaffolding to encapsulate the water, and then spruce trapdoors on top. And there we have a fish tank. You can put fish in it if you want. For the next display, we want to make a bath. So this is 2 smooth quartz stairs extending from the corner of the display. We then want to place a third that curves the second one around, and then another one that connects back to the actual blue concrete. Tripwire hooks above these. Feel free to fill it with water if you like, but there we have a nice simple small bath. Leave a gap of 1 to the right of it, place a cauldron, oak trapdoor on top, and there we have a toilet. Moving around to the final set of displays, we are first of all going to make a TV. So this is a cool old-fashioned TV. We want to place 2 spruce trapdoors on top of each other, so 1 here and then 1 here. We then want to place spruce trapdoors here, and then flipped up trapdoors on the opposite side. Black concrete powder in the middle, and then we want to place opposite facing levers on top of the TV, and there we go. Perfect. Next to this, we want to leave a gap of 1 and then place a composter. Fill the composter up until we get to this level right here. We then want to place a spruce fence on top, flower pot on top of that, and then fill it in with an oak sapling. Next, we want to work our way onto this display, and leaving a gap of 2 in the wall, so 1, 2, we then want to suspend the mirror banner that we placed earlier. We then want to leave a gap of 1 and then place a grey terracotta, oak button in front, dragon egg on top, light grey glazed terracotta on top of that. Now, if you don't have a dragon egg, this is very similar to the barrier block, /give, /your name, space, and then just start typing out dragon and you should be able to see Minecraft, dragon _ egg. Easy peasy. Then leave a gap of 1 and place 2 end rods extending up from the floor, orange glazed terracotta on top, and there we go. That is our IKEA 100% fully completed. That is the end of the tutorial, but not the end of this video. I think you guys know what's coming next. All we have to do now is add our Ikea to Mini City. I think that the current best place for Ikea is going to be along the road out of the city, right next to our petrol station. I think that at a certain point in time, we'll be able to make a really cool retail park out here as soon as we have some more builds. But for now, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I hope that you are enjoying watching Mini City develop as much as I am. This place is really starting to turn into something cool. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.